Hello, I'm a nostalgia kid. I remember it because I'm younger than you. In the early 2000s, Disney decided to move away from their musical romance formula and concentrate more on action and comedy films. While some were moderately successful, others were not so much. At this time, DreamWorks Animation had just released Sinbad Legend of the Seven Seas, and it was a flop at the box office. Studio head Jeffrey Katzenberg blamed this on 2D animation and announced that all DreamWorks films would be done with CG from that point on. Disney executives decided they agreed with him and announced their latest production, Home on the Range, would be their last traditionally animated feature. So, being the final film in the great legacy of hand-drawn animated Disney films, surely they'd have to go out with something great, right? Actually, it couldn't be farther from the truth. The movie goes against everything I think of when I think of Disney. It's not funny, it's not charming, it's just an insulting collection of colorful images meant to entertain your 5-year-old for an hour and a half. But instead of watching me sit here and complain, why don't you see for yourself? Let's take a look at Home on the Range. So we open on a bunny being tormented. 'Cause, that's what we think of when we think of Disney. And we are introduced to a cow voiced by Roseanne Barr. Genius casting, right? This is Maggie, the main character of the film. She has just moved into a new farm, but before long we learn that the owner of the farm can't pay the banks, and soon the farm is going to be auctioned away. Meanwhile, the sheriff's horse, Buck, voiced by Cuba Gooding Jr., learns that the legendary bounty hunter named Rico is coming to town. And before you ask, yes, he's one of the bad guys. While looking for the sheriff, the cows decide they want to capture local criminal Alameda Slim and use the reward money to save the farm. Before long, we discover that Alameda has been luring cows away from their farms by yodeling, which somehow hypnotizes them. Makes perfect sense, right? However, one of the cows, voiced by Jennifer Tilly, is tone deaf and is unaffected by the yodeling. Gee, this won't come in handy later, will it? We soon learn Alameda has stolen cows from all the farms so he can buy all the farms as part of some sort of revenge scheme, and he plans to sell the cows to a businessman named Mr. Weasley, played by Steve Buscemi. Before long, Alameda ends up catching the cows, and it's revealed he's giving his money to Rico, who was his partner the whole time. Buck has a change of heart and comes to rescue the cows, but they need to get back to their farm. But how could they possibly... Yes, you're seeing correct. The cows drive a train to get back to the farm. No! Just no. Even if this is a Disney film, that's just stupid. So Alameda is put in jail and the farm is saved and they all live happily ever after. That's Home on the Range. What do I think of it? It's stupid, the jokes are crude, and really only seem like the kind of jokes little kids would laugh at. The only real entertaining things about it were Jennifer Tilly's character and a brief cameo by Patrick Warburton. Other than that, the movie is a major disappointment and would have been a terrible end to 2D animation. I'm just glad it wasn't the end. I'm the nostalgia kid. I remember it because I'm younger than you.